If you're going to S/4HANA via a greenfield migration and you're bringing data from one or more legacy SAP systems, you might be familiar with the templates that are provided for the S4 migration cockpit. In these sheets, you need to provide the data based on the specific tables that's come from the source system and arrange the columns in order to match what's required for the load process. What we can do with our new Object Extractor capability is actually bring the data from legacy systems in exactly the format you need. So in here, I can go and choose a particular type of data that I want to work with. In this example, I'll choose materials. And then I can enter the selection criteria. So perhaps we don't want to take all of our materials with us. We're going to pick the ones that are still valid. We can use the extended selection to upload a list, or we may have another mechanism to choose. I'm just going to put 1 star in. So I'll take all the materials that begin with a 1. We then have the data groups, and this allows us to filter what we want to bring across. So if you're migrating, but you're not taking maybe some plants that are no longer active, you can simply exclude those in the selection here. Then in the integration tree, I can pick up related data that is referenced by the materials. So if I only want to bring across classifications and characteristics that are actually used with my materials, I can get them through this process rather than doing a separate extract for them. We can then preview the data and see in here that's 242 materials that have been found. We have the ability to run transformation on the data as well as part of the extract process. And then if we come to the execution options, we can see we have a basic JSON format, we've got an XML format, and then I've got this additional S4 migration workbench example. We can run in the foreground or the background. If we are moving large volumes of data out into CSV files, we can split the work over several background jobs, and they can even be across different servers as well. So I'm going to kick this off now, and it's starting to select the data based on our data model, and it will then extract it into CSV files that are grouped by the table. So all of the object keys will appear in the Mara table, for example, and then in the other tables, some may have entries, some may not. We can see there our run has finished. It took 17 seconds to extract the data, and I'm going to go grab the file so we can have a look at this. So I'm going to extract that zip file from our run 6724, and here we can see all of the tables based on the materials that I selected. So if I make this a little bit bigger, you can see MAR-C, Mara, and so on for those 242 materials. If I go into one of these as an example, we can see in there all of the fields laid out as CSV with quotes around to deal with special characters, and we can then adjust as required and copy and paste this into the S4 template. We can change the orders, we can exclude fields, anything we need to do to match the format within the template. And if we go back into the extractor, you can see we've got lots of coverage across the different areas of SAP. There in materials management, sales and distribution, both master data and transactional data. So a really good way to get the data from legacy systems into the format needed for S/4HANA.